Last updated 11/23, August 23, 2017. All Blacks coach Steve Hansen cut a stern figure in the build-up to the Bledisloe Cup test with Australia in Sydney. All Blacks great Sean Fitzpatrick says Steve Hansen's current team having nothing to prove in the Rugby Championship, but he'd like to see the Wallabies and Springboks improve for the sake of the global game. The All Blacks provided a powerful response to their frustrating but enthralling drawn series against the British and Irish Lions by thumping Australia in Sydney last weekend. They can wrap up the Bledisloe Cup in the rematch in Dunedin on Saturday night and also take a stranglehold on the championship series that includes South Africa and Argentina. Former skipper Fitzpatrick bristled at suggestions the Lions series was a major motivating factor for the team, saying the All Blacks are never comfortable, and that was a key to their remarkable consistency. Former captain Sean Fitzpatrick keeps close tabs on the current All Blacks team and the standard of play in World Rugby. The All Blacks don't have a point to prove at all despite having drawn the series with the British and Irish Lions. I don't know where some people are going with that. They are triple world champions, Fitzpatrick told News 24 in a wide-ranging interview that had plenty of focus on the All Black-Springboks rivalry which he starred in during his long tenure in the black jersey. Fitzpatrick felt there was no complacency in the New Zealand team and backed Steve Hansen to keep improving his players. Constant improvement, personally and as a team, were hallmarks of the All Blacks and a basis of their unrivaled success in the game and sport in general. Read more. Folau's plea to Wallabies fans should SBW have had concussion tests. Foster reveals why Abs had Aussies measure make the kickbacks. Wallabies accused of being cardboard cutouts. Sean Fitzpatrick says World Rugby needs the struggling Wallabies to improve. The great thing about this current All Black team, which is one of the best we have seen in a number of years, is that they are very keen to not take their position for granted and they have a burning desire to get better. Sure, there are Irishmen that have been involved in beating the All Blacks on 2 occasions and not many players around the world can say they have beaten the All Blacks twice in close succession. However, it's all very well doing it once or twice. The reality is that every team that challenges the All Blacks plays the game of their lives and, 99% of the time, New Zealand still win. It's a great honor and responsibility to be an All Black and it's up to you as a player to do everything you can do to make sure you are as prepared as you can be. The All Blacks remember the losses more than the wins. They also know that the day you think you are better than what you are, is the day that somebody else will take your place. The All Blacks are never comfortable. The Springboks are showing signs of improvement under coach Alistair Coetzee in 2017. Steve Hansen has been a shining light in terms of knowing what is needed in order to be successful. He is aware of the fact that the way they were doing it yesterday is not going to be good enough tomorrow. Hansen is a great example of a coach that does not take his position for granted. When Hansen decides to call time on coaching the men in black, there are a number of candidates to succeed him as All Blacks coach. The NZRU are set to want continuity, so the appointment of the next All Blacks coach may well be from within their current coaching structures. Fitzpatrick has previously voiced concerns over the continued dominance of the All Blacks and repeated that as the Springboks look to bounce back from their horror 2016. There are already promising signs of a revival, though the ultimate test will come when the Boks play the All Blacks later in the Rugby Championship. The Springboks are very similar to the All Blacks. They like winning, are very tough men and are good people off the field. I would like to think that the Springboks will once again be a powerhouse in World Rugby, but I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, Fitzpatrick told News 24. However, if you can do it in 7s, I don't know why you can't do it in 15s. Fitzpatrick felt the Boks needed to take lessons from the methods of Warren Gatland's successful British and Irish Lions. When Springbok and Wallaby rugby is strong, it benefits World Rugby, and that's the key. The All Blacks being so dominant is not good for World Rugby and, as the British and Irish Lions underlined, competition is critical. The Lions players got better through hard work, preparation and coaches that had a game plan. The Springboks need all those components going forward in order to succeed. Moreover, the Springboks are going to have to continue to develop their attacking game. Being able to have a multifaceted game is imperative and you need coaches that can develop it. You also need analysts who can analyze the opposition and find where their pressure points are, and players that are capable of implementing your game plans. Fitzpatrick felt a lack of development at grassroots level, and with coaches, something New Zealand did very well, was hurting the South African game. Stuff.